All right, welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Mind Your Black Girl. My name is Nenekade.
And I am Yaneska. Happy Black History Month, guys.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh my God, it's our month. It's time to celebrate us. So, some facts about Black History Month before we jump right into it. I feel like I'm using a fake ass voice. I can't do this. But
Right. A reporter voice.
that's good. I was a journalism major, so I'm supposed to be. On this episode of Fox 5 News. Oh, wait, you don't say that like that. Do you? No. Anyways, let me get to the facts of Black History Month actually. So Black History Month is wow, I can't even speak right now. Basically, it's meant to remember important people and events of the history of the African. How do you say the word diaspora?
Diaspora.
Diaspora?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just,
Diaspora. I'm like
yeah.
diaspora. We know I don't know how to speak English, guys. And then Nenekade says it's not my first language.
Right.
But anyways, Black History Month is basically celebrated the entire month of February. So yes, we have 28 and occasionally 29 days to celebrate our culture.
Right. They give us
And
the day, the
the
month that's on and
shortest,
off.
right? The inconsistent month, the little
Right.
oddball. And February is the coldest month too. Like no, this I feel like this is the worst month. But anyways, so we can't even celebrate outdoors. We gotta celebrate whatever inside.
Mm.
Black History Month is observed in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, and the Netherlands. The first Black
You
History Month.
said the Neverlands.
How do you, isn't the Netherlands?
Netherlands. You said the Neverlands. And all right.
Neverland,
All
whatever,
right.
Japan. But anyways, she want to keep interrupting me. Can I speak? Can
All
I
right, go
talk? Like
ahead.
this? So, like I said, the very first Black History Month was celebrated in 1970, and it took about 6 years before it was nationally recognized. It originated from Negro Week, which was actually created by historian Carter G. Woodson, I believe is how you say it. And originally, Negro Week was actually the second week of February, and it was chosen for that particular week because the birthday of Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, is the 12th, and Frederick Douglass has his birthday on the 14th. Of course, Black History Month is very
So they're
controversial
like, let's just put it within that week so we can get it over with. Like,
because those are like
when your
historical
birthday is today and your
people.
birthday is tomorrow, or your sister's birthday is tomorrow, so your mom is like, let's wait till the weekend and do it all together.
I mean, that's kind of fun too. No. But anyway, so of course, Black History Month is very controversial because it only highlights one race, the Black race.
Hmm.
But I don't know, is it controversial or do y'all get a lit day like every
Is
day?
it? I didn't know it was controversial. What, the white people mad?
Duh. Like, what do you think? I don't know. I'm just like one. I think it's very like stupid and stuff because I was just like, don't doesn't like the white man get his day every day? Like every day is lit for him. He a white man, especially
Right.
a rich white man. Like you have so much power and authority, and particularly in the United States and stuff, and across the whole world actually. But I stick to the states because the states is what I know. And I don't know. It's very controversial, of
But
course. Uh,
I'm just like, I mean, the black man, they can be lit too. It's just like they give us that 1 month.
the one day to celebrate us, but that's why it's controversial because people feel like you're left out and stuff like that, like
Hmm.
other races are left out, you got what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, but of course we're starting Black History Month very, I want to say, American, and by American I mean like
Racist
stupid,
as
full of,
hell.
yeah, and full of hatred and all that, because I'm gonna let Nenekade take this over because she knows how to say
Yes.
things better than me.
Thank you, Neneka. I mean, thank you, Yaneska. So I am reporting that Jesse Smollett, I don't even know how to say his last name, but the guy, the middle child from Empire.
Yes.
So he was attacked by two white men wearing ski masks, and they fractured his rib, and they put a rope around his neck and poured bleach on him. And they were yelling, "This is MAGA country." So Trump needs to come and get his kids because
Right.
they're really out here doing some craziness.
They
Like,
really walling, yeah.
it's so sad.
Super walling. No, my heart really goes out for him because apparently he's currently hospitalized,
Mm.
and that's just traumatizing. I was just like, that was obviously like a homophobic act as well, what everyone's saying it. But I
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of racism because they had a whole noose and it's Magna. Like what?
Right. MAGA.
Eh,
You
MAGA.
said the Magna Carta.
You know, if this whole podcast is gonna be me and you pointing out how I say words weird, let's just change the whole concept, all right?
Alright. But yeah, this is so sad. Not shocking, but very sad. You
Right.
know?
Not shocking at all. No, I was listening to well, I like what was it? TMZ. All right. So the other day, my brother was like watching TMZ, and I like overheard, and I like stepped in the living room to like watch it with him, and they were saying that like half of the office was divided because half of them felt like, wow, I can't believe it's still happening, so shocked, and the other people are like, are you dumb? Of course this happens, and I of course am on the part of are you dumb? Like I feel like this is so normal and stuff. Like recently there were like lynchings of black men down south and stuff. I'm like, this is normal. And we only stopped those lynchings, quote unquote lynchings that everyone thinks that we apparently did stop. Like I mean by stop as in like it's not as popular as it used to be only a few decades ago, literally.
Right.
Like our grandparents,
Is
a lot
someone
of us
making
have
eggs behind you?
grandparents around it. No, we're making tortillas, you know,
Oh.
Central American over here.
Because all I hear is like scrambling and stuff.
No,
But yeah.
it's tortillas.
I want some.
Baleadas, they lit. Do y'all know about baleadas? They're so good. It's beans and like some cream and cheese and sometimes eggs inside of a tortilla. It's usually our breakfast and stuff. You know, the more you know. If y'all want some, maybe I'll start selling, make a little side hustle.
This is about black people now, so
I'm sorry, but
see
wow,
that they're always trying to like take over.
Sidetrack.
I'm like they.
Right now, excuse you. When I do this podcast, I am
I'm
Yaneska,
black.
a black woman. Maybe outside of this podcast, I am occasionally Becky or Abigail. You know, that's my white persona.
I'm done.
Yeah, but we don't really like her like that anyways, because she be wilding. But no, back to let's talk about being an actual black woman, because that's the whole focus of this episode.
Yeah, it's hard out here.
It's hard out here, facts. But no, we want to talk about like welcome to this episode, and the title of this episode is Mind Your Black Woman Experience, because we want to talk about the life of a black woman. Now, we mentioned the earlier attack on the Empire Star because we just wanted to talk about like how terrible that was, how traumatizing that was, and how crappy it is that still happens in today's time. But stuff like that, like the beatings and the torture, abuse was like is so normal for black women, and especially back then. But I was just like, thankfully, for the most part, we've come a long way. We are no longer those abusive people. Like we have overcome so many situations. You know, there's a quote saying something like black woman is nigger of the world. I mean, technically we are nigger because I'm like, aren't we black? So isn't that us? But literally it's just saying like we're the bottom of the cast, which is so true.
We're black men, yeah, I get it, but black women also get it.
Yeah, because we're black and we're female. Females are always abused, no matter what race and stuff. And then we're black, and black people are always abused. So I'm just like, we're double minorities. And I'm gonna put this out there that I'm a triple minority. I think I always say this anyways, because I am poor, so I'm a triple minority.
Right.
Like my income,
poor.
Right.
But black you know that you're a woman.
Right, and you know those really all.
But I beat you because I'm quadruple. What is it?
Oh, you're Muslim, yes.
I'm black, poor, woman, and Muslim. So
wow,
it can't get any worse than this shit.
Like, right. No, that's actually kind of true. It's sad that that's true.
For real, yeah, it's really like very, hard.
Yeah.
But as much as I say it's hard, like I feel like because I was talking to you about how like racist stuff be happening, and then it's just like flows over my head.
Right.
Like I just don't be, I guess, paying attention, or I don't pick up on it, or maybe I'm so used to it, it's just like whatever at this point.
Yeah. No, because I'm like, that's what it is. You get so used to like stupidity happening to you that you're just over it and stuff. But going on like back to overall black women, I don't know, I think we're very powerful and we have overcame so many things. Like we're no longer nursing masses babies and stuff, you know what I mean? Like we're actually known right now, we're currently the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. So I'm just like, we're out here making money, and we're also like let's see, I have some like stats written down. Apparently we have like a higher participation rate in the labor force compared to like our male counterparts. Mm-hmm. We're earning more college degrees than those very same male, and we're actually attending college more than men are. And this is actually for all races, all races of women actually, that overall we're just attending college more than our male counterparts.
Oh wow, look at
And we're
us.
and we're most likely to graduate with honors as well. So we smart and we going to school. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
We're really out here, you know?
yeah.
Um Also, uh what was I saying? I mean, like we have like a lot of successful black people. So this girl, her name is Marcia Martin. I
You
don't know if you
like
guys
this
heard of her.
girl?
This girl, this black girl, this little black girl, okay? So let me
Wow.
tell you about this black
Deeply.
girl. I think Marcia. I think her name is Marcia. I don't know if or Marseille. Anyway, she's on like Blackish. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but it's a
I
really
love
good
that
show.
show.
Yeah, you should watch it. I like
Grownish kind of sucks, but Blackish, I love Blackish.
whenever they
A
put like a
spin-off
sequel, yeah, a spin-off, it just
is
be like
always trash.
yeah.
Right. Like, oh, yuck.
Yeah, but so at the age of 13, she became the executive producer of the film I think Little, so this movie
Yes.
that's coming out. So she is the youngest person in Hollywood to ever produce a movie. Can you believe that? Like, and it's a black person. Like,
At the
we
age of
really
13.
like making right. You know, she's not doing YouTube,
And
guys. Let me
female,
stop.
and female, right? No, I mean YouTube is popping too, but like to in Hollywood,
Right,
Hollywood,
the
like
youngest
Soldier Boy
person
feet.
ever, and
Mhm.
it's one of my people. Like,
Right, a black woman.
Black Power, yes, I'm loving that. And
Eh,
she won two NAACP awards for her role in the Blackish show.
wow.
Right? Look at her, right?
That is beautiful and powerful. And even if you have her on like social media and see you see that she's very like active and like
Mm,
uplifting the black community and stuff. And I'm just like, I love that. Oh, I just lost my voice, but I like really love that about her because I was just like so young. She already knows. Like, no, it's actually
uplift
very
your
sad.
people
Yeah,
and
no,
support
right.
each
But I'm like, it's very sad that too at a young age she knows like we are mistreated. It's so
other. Right.
sad.
We gotta be our own supporters, like our number one
She
supporters. We
did.
gotta back each other up.
Right.
Um, Another great black woman that I want to bring to the forefront is Michelle Obama. Okay,
Michelle Obama.
I love me some Michelle Obama. Okay, she's the first black first lady. Okay, so I love her. Anything she does, she can't do no wrong. Okay, fashion, she can't do no wrong. Oh, I saw, I was looking up those boots that she was wearing, and it was
I
like
know.
$4,000. I'm like,
Describe the
what?
boots to
It
the
was just like long, like
shiny.
shiny boots, like up to her thighs, and they're like clear, and I'm like, yes. And she was wearing it with that, the bright yellow,
Yellow.
maybe making her melanin pop,
Right. No, she's very stylish. She
She's
got
very
that.
stylish.
I don't know about those boots. Personally, I didn't like them, but better
Really?
than me. Better than
I
me because I don't know how to dress at all.
Yeah, but I'm so proud of her, everything that
And
she's doing. Her new book, Becoming, and went number one. You started reading it, right?
I have the audiobook. You think I read? No,
Right.
I do read, but I have the audiobook because I got it for free. So, but
Yeah.
anyways, though.
But yeah, so that book went number one on Amazon's bestseller. She's been doing a lot. Like when she was first lady, like she did a lot of campaigns to help Black people and just people in general. So in February, I remember February 2010, she launched the national campaign Let's Move. So she's helping like all your fat kids. Let me stop. She's
That's
helping
me.
reduce
Don't get
childhood
dragged.
obesity.
To reduce childhood obesity,
Yes,
yes.
reduce child obesity. So
Yeah.
she's out here like
And
telling you guys, you guys should work out,
right.
helping the kids live
Hmm.
longer.
No, talking about workout, can we talk about her arms? I think she has like the best arms I've ever
Whew.
seen.
For a second, I got scared. I thought he was gonna put me on the spot. Like, have you been working out?
Have you? Let's put you on the spot actually.
No, I know. It's so
Terrible.
sad. I know.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I like that you mentioned health because I completely wasn't thinking about this, but now that we're talking about health,
Mm.
one of the things that sucks about being a black woman is that we're ignored when it comes to like healthcare kind of like Black women are more likely to actually pass and die or have like health complications during childbirth because we are always ignored. Like I even remember like during my pregnancy and stuff, I feel like the things I would say, even though I'm so happy that it was very like simple complaints and stuff, they were just like, it's fine. Like literally, they wouldn't look anything else into it. They were just like, it's fine.
You'll
Like,
be
you know,
okay.
yeah, but I was just like, it happens so commonly and stuff that like, you know, the deaths among Black mothers are very common because they kind of don't care about it. Kind of. Remove the word
They
kind of
don't.
from that sentence.
When
Right.
you go to the hospital, like you really have to fight them. Because I remember when my mom would take my siblings to the hospital, like she would have to be the one to like you have to speak up. If you don't speak up and like get in their face, they won't do it. Because they'll have you sitting there for like a good 3 hours. You
Right.
could be passing out right in front of like the waiting room, and they'll just be like, "All right, next." Like you could
Right.
wait your turn, you know.
Yeah.
And when you complain about stuff, they kind of disregard like it's nothing. Like you're
Yeah.
just
Because
complaining.
right. No, that's another thing that sucks about being a Black woman too is the fact that like you trying to stand up for yourself or you defending yourself automatically goes to the angry Black woman like notion. The fact that we're all angry.
Right.
Like
I'm gonna be
you know.
angry as long as y'all take care of me, and you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying. Like, but
Hmm.
it's so sad. Like they don't want you to speak up. Like they
Exactly.
get scared when you have a voice. You know.
Exactly. And that's a real thing too. I feel like they always say this, they always talk about this, that Black women, particularly on like the media and stuff, we're always portrayed as two things. Either we're gonna be Michelle Obama or like Mary Jane, Pauletta, whatever, you know, Gabrielle Union, because we're gonna be like Black and bougie and educated and high up there, or we're the poor Black
We're
ghetto
gonna be ain't
woman.
nobody got time for that.
Yeah, or literally, and there's always those two extremes too. There's never no like wiggle space for people like us. You know, we're from the hood, but we're not that crazy, but we're not that bougie. You know,
And if we
like
complain,
we
it's
trying to
because we don't know what we want. We just like to complain and always have an issue with things.
right. There's always like one just being a woman and then being Black. It's funny too because I feel like someone asked this question before, like, oh, which one are you first? And it was like, can you divide them? Like when you see me, you see both. Actually, maybe because I look a little manly, maybe you think Black man, but not for real. Let me take that joke away. But it's just like no, for real though. Like, how can you divide being a Black woman and stuff? Like, how can you ask a question like that? Like, which one are you first? Like, I'm always gonna be a woman first. I'm always gonna be Black first, unless you cut one of those things away from me. Can ya? I don't think so.
All right. But it's sad. If it's a white woman, they'd be like, "Yes, how may we help you?"
Right.
Miss Smith,
Right. No, you
and
know what?
they really
Actually,
consider that. And I was gonna like say
hmm
like like the whole R. Kelly thingy, like how people are saying like if there was a white woman involved in that situation,
hmm
it would have been different.
you know what? That's crazy. I never thought of that, and I think that's so true.
What
Like,
you
there would have
think
been an
he would
outrage.
have been in jail? Like
Yeah,
have
I
one
never
little
thought of
girl
that.
in there
Wow,
and she's white, like whiter than white, in there.
wow,
Like
that's
their
wow.
parents
I'm
gonna
like,
be
wow.
like standing right there, FBI be involved, like
Then
but it's black
how?
people, they're like, all right, that's their people, let them deal with it.
Wow, that's really wow. You really just hurt my heart because I've never thought of it that way, and I know that's so true. Wow.
When a white girl go missing, they go crazy.
Right, and you know how it sucks too. How every time those little situations happen, they kind of like automatically blame it on like a Black man and stuff.
Hmm.
And then, but no. So on Twitter, I be seeing jokes like that, like not jokes like that, a joke to that like situation. Like Black men don't even want to take care of like their own kids. Why they gonna go steal little white girls and stuff? I'm just like dead. But no, for real though, it's like it sucks because it's just like wow,
You never
like
really thought about that? I'm like, all we need is
I.
one person to step up,
Mhm.
but he wasn't
That's
into white girls, maybe.
right.
Otherwise, a white 17-year-old girl being or 15-year-old girl married to a 30-year-old black man, he
It would have been
would be
over.
in jail, probably execution, because they really care about that.
And
But if
that's
they're
another.
black, it's like black on black crime. So they just like they can,
Let them deal with it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
whatever. It's
No, you
not
know
a
what's
big
crazy? Like, going like back to R. Kelly, but like the overall like concept is that like Black women have to grow through so much, and sometimes Black men are the reason for that. Like, look at him trying to enslave us, manipulate us when we're like all these young girls too. Like, they're not even a lot of them weren't old enough to like make their own decisions. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, but look at him trying to like help. Oh, he's holding them captive. He's literally enslaving us. I was just saying that's the crappy thing about like even nowadays we have overcome so much. Like I said,
You hear
we're
my
not.
siblings?
I don't actually.
What happened? What do you want?
What do you
Oh,
need?
give me 5 minutes. Go
Oh,
go
they
downstairs and
walking.
give me 5 minutes.
It's hard being a single mother. It really is.
They don't want me to succeed. What happened? Okay, give me 5 minutes. Go downstairs. If you go downstairs when I'm done, you can use my computer.
Look how you have to bargain with kids. This is crazy.
Right. My little sister really screaming like she having a fit. Like open this door. Like little girl, go over
They
there.
don't want enemy of progress.
Right.
Sometimes it be your own family. This is,
It
sometimes
be
you don't have
it
the
be
black
these it be
families.
these little black women knocking on the door.
No, it's so funny. I think it's really not funny, but like funny that we're here making so many jokes while we're talking about serious topics. So sometimes you just have to laugh off these, situations.
Right.
Like, oh well, like we'll be here later. Just how you started off the conversation too. You was like, you're so used to stuff happening to you that you just kind of like you side eye it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
But
but
yeah, let's get back. Yeah. So R. Kelly, like he's imprisoning us, like really,
mhm,
like all that our ancestors has been through, and this is what you gotta do. Like really, like stop it.
right. But but
Sir.
right, that could be like this could definitely be a topic itself. One,
Mhm.
like the sexual abuse, one, how men treat us, and all that for like another day. Actually, definitely, because that's so long within itself. But
Yeah. Do you have any like personal experiences of like where people just discriminate you just for being black or just for being a woman or both?
I remember this one time when I used to work as a receptionist at like one of my very first jobs in SUNY Albany.
Hmm.
That I used to also work at Charlie Ruse, so I just have to put that out real quick for the story. And I remember I was like talking to my boss about it back at the receptionist job. I was like, "Oh, this was how work was today," making small chit chat with your superiors as
Hmm.
always. And I was just like, "Oh, it was so funny." I can't remember the exact story, but I told her how basically some woman got me confused for another worker. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, because this is a white woman, my boss, a white woman." She was just like, "Oh yeah, because all black women look alike." And then she
He
like
said that?
laughed. Yeah, she said that, and she like laughed. And then I was I'd be so caught off guard during these moments that at first I was like ready to chuckle because you always have your fake laugh ready, like
Ha
because you
ha
know
ha
it's like,
ha, like you
yeah. And
so
then I stopped and I was just like, I think I just gave her a look, but then like I was just so caught off and I didn't even like defend myself. Like, that's racist. I should bring this to HR. Can I get a pay raise? Something. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, that was so inappropriate, and I still remember it to this day. And I hate moments
Mhm.
like that because like I don't know. I didn't defend myself when I should have.
It's like after the fact that you
Yeah.
realize.
And that's why I still remember it like so vividly. Like her hand on top of the desk, one hand, and she like did her laugh with her little bangs. And I'm just like, no, massa, that's not funny.
I'm dead.
It wasn't, but I was just like, wow, I was just so caught off guard. Stuff like that happens like on a regular.
Yeah.
You, like you said,
Um.
you're a quadruple minority, so you got some
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah. Recently, so I was traveling and I was in the airport and they asking me like, because it was like international. So they're asking me, "Oh, who did you come to see in this country?" And I'm like, "Oh, my friend from like just a friend." And they're like, "How do you know this friend?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know this friend from back home." But like being African, when you say back home, it's like even though it's like when you say back home, it's like if they're from Africa, you just say back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to be specific. But then he's like, all right, where, like specifically? And I say Guinea because I grew up in Guinea. This is where I know this person from.
Yeah.
And he looks at my passport and he's like, but here it says that you were you were born in Senegal. And I'm like, okay.
People travel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah. But then he's like, all right, so just follow me. So he brings me into like, the room where they question you and stuff, like further questioning. And I
Yeah.
go to the man, like there's a new guy, and he's asking me, he's like, oh, so it seems like you and this border or whatever patrol,
Yeah.
whatever those people are having a disagreement, and he just wants me to clarify a few things. So what happened? And I was like, oh. So I just saw this man and he asked me who I came to visit. I'm like, oh, it's a friend from back home. And then I said, Guinea. But he's like, oh, but you're from Senegal. And I'm like, okay. So apparently I can't have friends from different countries within Africa. I can only have people like friends in Senegal, according to him.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just like I could understand if the reason why they would, have me randomly selected again, um,
Again. Interesting.
to get like further questioning. Like if he said, "Oh, it's it's because like maybe I'm Muslim, so I have on my hijab." Like I could understand if that's the reason, but don't tell me
I
the reason.
even know, girl,
No,
that is
not
very
that I could. That is
discriminatory. Right.
discriminatory, yes, but that happens a lot. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I see why, but don't. But he's making it seem like that's not the reason why. The reason why he's calling me to ask me further questions was because I have another friend from a different country within Africa. Like that's
Right.
impossible to him. So I'm
Right.
just like, what? Like,
But
are you for
people are
real?
so close-minded, and that's what makes all this like discriminatory behavior like
Right?
possible. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. And then there was another guy like sitting there like waiting for his turn because he had to do further questioning. And then
Yeah.
when I was leaving, I said to the officer, not the one that was asking me, I was like, I hope this guy doesn't have any friends from another country either. And then I walked away. And he
Oh, you
laughed
said that.
like I
You
said
said
that
that.
yeah, but
Wow.
not the one that not the officer who had the issue with me, the one who did the further questioning because he thought it
Yeah.
was stupid too.
Hmm.
He was like,
Yeah.
sometimes they just give people a hard time, and I'm like, yeah, that's dumb. So he's like, but you're good, you can go. And then he called the next guy, and he was a black guy too, the guy that they called up. And I was like, I hope he don't got any friends from different countries too, because that's gonna be very suspicious. But yeah, it's just like whatever. But like even at that moment, I didn't really look at it like, oh my god, like they hate me. It's just like normal shit to me at this point, which is so sad because it
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
No, right, exactly. Like you just get so used to like all the stupidity happening and stuff. It becomes so common.
Yeah. So I'm like,
And, yeah,
whatever. At this point, it is what it is. I mean, what
right,
can I do? I can't hide that I'm Muslim. I can't hide that I'm black. I can't
right.
hide that I'm a girl. So it is what it is. Like it's
No,
not
I
my
think
fault.
those questions were so stupid. Like what? Like I don't understand. People move. People live different places.
Right.
Many people are internationally living. Like it's normal. It's the norm. No.
Right. Asking me how long I stayed at the place and why I didn't check a bag in. I only have a carry-on. Oh, so now you're telling me how much clothes I need for 2 months? Like you gonna pack for me, sir? Like, like,
Wow.
right?
No, that
Like
is ridiculous.
it's just doesn't make any sense. And the
Right.
guy, he was from Brooklyn too, and I'm like, what you doing all the way over here? Like you can't be here.
Wait, how did you even know he was from Brooklyn? Y'all got
Oh,
that deep into
yeah,
conversation?
yeah, because he was talking, and I'm like, you don't sound like, he sound like he from he sound like he's
Oh,
from the
he wasn't
city. Yeah,
saying like AE or pop.
yeah,
Oh, that's kind
so
of stereotype.
right, but like he was asking me stuff. He's like, oh, where you from? And then I'm like, oh, I'm from New York City. He's like, oh, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm like, oh, I'm from the Bronx. I'm like, what you doing over? You can't be here. You can't have friends over here. you
Right.
know
If you can't move, he can't move. Simple.
exactly. But he
Right.
was nice, but he was just saying the other guy, the old white man on the other side, he had issues.
That's so crazy. Wow, it's very stupid. But no, I was just like, it sucks being like a black woman stuff because we're experiencing racism, sexism, like just all that stupid crap and stuff. And it's just like, what did we our ancestors fight so much for? You know what I mean?
It's sad.
Yeah. But like I said too, we have to acknowledge the fact that we have come such a long way. Like, wow, we weren't even allowed to like read. And now look at us being like on
Right.
top of the top, like we're
We
becoming the most
popping.
educated woman. Exactly.
Every
Oh,
white woman want to be us. All the Kardashians want to
all
be
the
us.
Kardashian. Fuck, I want to be a Kardashian. We could switch.
I'm done.
Hello.
You see,
Hello.
take her out. That's it. She's not
Revoke my
invited
black
to the
card.
cookout.
No, I'm serious. I
Revoke.
mean, money kind of ruled the world. So, well, money's one of the like
They
three.
got all the money in the world, but they still want to be black. Like something about the black woman is very intriguing. That they're
Right.
all trying to be like us.
That's another
Everyone
thing too.
wants the
People always talk
female.
about like culture appropriation, and they're stealing out culture. Because it's crazy too. Like what they call ghetto when we do it is like what they call fashion
Wow.
style.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, I like how like all this stuff is happening in the background, and Yaneska just continues to talk over us.
Um, hello, what? Like, what? I'm used to noise. Am I not? I'm from a large family. I'm from the Bronx. I'm Hispanic. I'm black. I'm stereotyping. But do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm used to lots of people around me. I'm used to hearing lots of noise. I live right by the highway. I'm being picky today. No.
Yeah, so if you're listening to us, like, just expect anything, you know? You get to know us. You get to
Yeah.
hear everything.
And you know what? Something I want to dive into this
Because we're
topic.
not about to edit this.
Right. But I want to dive into this topic so you guys know what we're talking about next week. But we also want to talk about, like, what is black? Who is
Yeah.
black? And that's
Who
another
is
thing that
considered black.
troubles. Yeah, that's another thing, like, problems that come with being black is that a lot of people will be so confused about our identity because,
Well,
we're.
we're confused too. Well, I
That's
am.
true. That's true. I'm not too well. I'm Afro Latina, but I was just like, and that's something I actually didn't even learn to college and stuff. So it's just like, I didn't. The term Afro Latina was not a real term to me until college. But I
I
didn't
just know
even.
I'm African. That's it.
Right, but you know,
African Fulani. That's it.
right. But another thing is, I low key didn't even like know I was actually black until around college, high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's a crazy concept and stuff, and that's another problem that like some black women experience because not every black woman is like the actual the whatever the political correct term, whatever, you know what I mean, the actual descendant of a slave who was here in
Not
America.
everybody's regular black.
Yeah, well, that I hope no one drags us for that term, but you guys know what we're trying to say and stuff. So it's just like that's another problem that comes with being a black woman too, is that sometimes we're, like I said, we're from black diasporas. Is that how you say the word? They're diasporas, whatever.
Disasters.
Disasters. And so it's just like, we're all around and it's just hard find, you have to try to find your identity while like people are pounding on you. You're experiencing racism, sexism, like you have so many barriers going against you and stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? But everyone else obviously, they see the black woman and you're trying to find yourself, but they see the black woman and you just have
Yep.
to like,
And then you start looking crazy because
right.
I remember I was put on the spot before someone asking me or telling me, they told me that I was African American. And I was sitting there like, am I?
Because you're from Africa,
In
but
my head, I'm
what
like, I'm
type of African
African. And they're
American?
like,
Like, isn't
yeah.
that term is so broad? You know what I mean?
They're like, wait, but you're American now because you have your papers and you're African. So you're African American. But I'm like, that's not what, is that what African American
Right.
means? I don't
So,
know.
right. So let's actually like wrap up this topic and stuff because I was just like, this is going to be a whole topic for. I think of this like part 2 to the not even the black woman experience and stuff. Well, technically, but Tatum is crying so loud.
All right. Yeah, let's just wrap it up now.
Yeah, let's just wrap this up. So thank you for listening to this episode of Yo Sé, Mind Your Black. Nenekade, wrap this up, please.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode of Mind the Black Girl. Stay tuned for weekly episodes and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram and Facebook page at Mind Your Black Girl. You can also find us on Twitter and Snapchat using our handle Mind Your BG. Hear us next week. Bye bye.